That's a 535 6-cylinder oil pan gasket job. First thing, support the engine. Cleaned up everything, and that bolt is your leak. Okay, after you remove the front wheels and the front part of the fender liner, there are going to be 2 bolts. One here. I'll take this out. This is gonna come out, and then the bottom one already took out. That allows you to basically lower the subframe without removing the whole bumper part and all that extra hassle. On both sides it's the same approach. Right, another step closer. On top you gotta remove the charge, the intake pipe. You can loosen this oil cooler here, and then you gotta loosen this engine mount bracket, which is there's gonna be 3 bolts. I believe E18. Yep. E18. And loosen the skirt, this plastic, so you can drop the subframe some. On both sides, of course. I'm gonna try to leave the sway bar connected. I loosened the steering. So next is I'm gonna go and of course disconnect the electric steering cables and whatever is there, the plugs. The next thing would be removing the bolts from the engine mounts. There are 3 of them. There one, then there's one here in the hole, and there's another one here on the subframe. So both sides, and after that it's basically ready to drop. There's gonna be 3 bolts here, one up there and through that hole, and one in the front throughout this hole on both sides, right here. I can see it while it's in there, right there. Yep. So if you take the bottom bolts out of the shock, that gives you usually enough room to drop and take the pan out. In the book it's 7.5 hours, and that's plenty time. If you do it the first time, that's probably the amount of time you might need, 7 hours, whatever. Also depends a little bit on your equipment, but I think if you do them a few times, you can do them also in 4 hours, or maybe even less if you're in a hurry. But yeah, continue later. Alright, so I went kind of a little bit ahead already. Actually, I already swapped the pan out, like removed the pan, put the new gasket, all new bolts. Those are aluminum bolts, 10 Newton meters, bolted it up all around. So here is the mount that you gotta take out. That makes it much easier. It's not too hard. It sits up there as 3 bolts. Basically sits like that. Yeah. Now one more thing. I forgot. You actually do not need to remove the second bolt. here. This one that I showed earlier, down here in that corner. Can you see it? I don't know. I think you can see it. This one. You don't need to remove this one. You only need to remove this one. And actually, when we go to the other side, here I left the fender liner in. You can reach that bolt through here. No need to remove the fender liner. So yeah, that's basically it. The old gasket is here, and it's super brittle. It's pretty hard, and it's somehow on the exhaust side, it's where they're totally fair. You see, it's basically hard, and there's a piece missing. Took it up, that was stucking to the block, and another piece missing here. Yeah, it's, see, just breaks like that. No rubber anymore. Anyway, now putting this back together, but that should give you a good overview what to do. I won't check for leaks before putting the cover back on, but there is of course nothing. And so guys, subscribe and hit that like button. See you around.